Don't talk to me. I haven't had my coffee yet. How many times have you heard someone say this? Coffee is known by many names: Java, Cafe, Buna, Cup of Joe, Mud, Brew, whatever you may call it. To many, it is considered the elixir of life. Coffee is many things to many people, but to me, coffee is beneficial because it causes one to take a break out of a busy day, it brings people together, and it's beneficial to one's health. Coffee originated in Ethiopia and has since spread to all corners of the earth. It is grown in many different cultures around the equator and is a major export. Today, coffee is the most sought commodity in the world after crude oil. Corin states this in the Salem Press Encyclopedia. Coffee is not only grown, but it also consumed in almost every country around the globe. It has different values in different regions. Some regions drink coffee for the caffeine or flavor, and some drink it ceremoniously. Coffee breaks are well known in almost everyone's daily lives. After working on a certain project for any amount of time, a break is almost always needed. The first thing someone may think of during this break is, man, I need a cup of coffee. Coffee pots and assorted items that go along with coffee can be found in almost every workplace break room across the country, or even across the world. In the TV series Gilmore Girls, Lorelai Gilmore is often seen in the kitchen of her work, the Dragonfly Inn, asking Sookie for a cup of coffee. Lorelai and her daughter, Rory, often use coffee as an excuse for a break. In the show, their relationship grows around their mutual love for coffee. Once Rory goes off to college, she is seen drinking coffee while studying. This is true for many college students around the world. Coffee is used to fuel students' late-night study sessions and early morning tests. It is also used as an excuse to step away from the paper writing or project assembling. Coffee is often seen as bringing people together. Coffee shops are a great place where people can gather and talk, whether it be a meeting, a date, or just friends hanging out all over a cup of coffee. Many coffee shops host a variety of entertainment that is meant to bring people together. Dunn Brothers, a coffee shop in Houston, hosts frequent open mic nights and invites local bands to play. On these nights, the coffee shop is buzzing with people enjoying the atmosphere and a cup of coffee. A similar coffee shop is seen on the hit TV series Friends. A majority of the show takes place in a local coffee shop, Central Perk, where a group of friends would gather and spend time together. Emily Doyle writes about coffee and its effect on relationships in her article, Ethiopian Coffee Ceremony. She states, in a world where time has long become a commodity, the Ethiopian coffee ceremony takes us back to a time when value was given to communication and human relations. Perhaps an ancient proverb best describes the place of coffee the place coffee has in Ethiopian life. It says, Buna daba now, which means, when it's translated, coffee is our bread. While in Ethiopia, I partook in a daily custom involving coffee at 10 a.m. Every workday at exactly 10 a.m., all businesses would shut down for 1 hour. During this hour, all the employees would gather together and they would have time to fellowship over coffee, and they would eat cakes or biscuits. This not only gave people a nice break so they weren't being overworked, but it also would boost morale around the office. People would get to know each other and in turn build relationships that allowed them to work better together. Coffee consumption has some excellent health benefits. Edward Nessel explains this in his article, Coffee Effects Are as Good as the Aroma. He says, the smell of brewed coffee, no matter what time of day, is one of the most pleasurable experiences for our senses. Coffee has been rated one of the top most comforting aromas during cold weather. Coffee is not only pleasing to the senses, it also protects from cardiovascular disease. With the consumption of coffee, diseases such as coronary heart disease and strokes have shown less likely in cases where coffee consumption has taken place. These results show that someone is at at a risk of up to 24% lower than a non-coffee drinker. The heart isn't the only part of the body that is benefited by coffee consumption. In several studies, an average of 3 cups of coffee consumed per day, showing an astounding 4.3 times lesser level of decline in cognitive function compared with non-consumers of coffee. Coffee helps increase brain function over time. Coffee has beneficial effects on other parts of your body as well. It helps protect against non-cancerous liver diseases and certain cancerous cells like breast cancer. The long-term effect can be beneficial. Like many other things, it is only beneficial in moderation, of course. Coffee consumption has many different beneficial factors to it. I only covered a few. Coffee is beneficial to more than just the consumer. Many countries around the world use coffee as a main export that brings in profit for their nation. Coffee is a substance that keeps college kids going. It helps wake people in the morning and keeps them going throughout their day. Coffee brings people together and makes this world a better place. And my audience! Yay!